One of the most underrated things The Lion King 2 does well is representing the role of the elder's voice in a community. Rafiki isn't overbearing. He doesn't pop in with unsolicited advice every 5 minutes. His interventions are calculated, timely, and incredibly impactful, which is exactly how wisdom should function in leadership and mentorship. He steps in only when necessary. He ensures Simba knows Kovu saved Kiara, subtly guiding the king toward fair judgment. He facilitates Kiara and Kovu's romance, understanding its greater significance for the unity of the prides, and most importantly, he is the only one in direct contact with Mufasa from the other side. He is the link between the past wisdom and the present action, which is why it's so ironic that Simba is so fixated on the past himself. Because honestly, this is why Simba shouldn't be trying so hard to copy Mufasa. We already have Rafiki as the voice of tradition and legacy. The last thing the community needs is for their active leader to also be obsessed with the past. Leaders have to look forward, not just backward. Rafiki preserves history. Simba should be shaping the future. One of Rafiki's most important moments in the film is when Kovu is beginning to unravel. There's this key scene where Kovu starts opening up to Kiara, getting vulnerable about his feelings, but then he panics. He feels like he's saying too much and he tries to pull away. He tries to leave. This moment is psychologically significant because it's an example of conditioning trying to reassert itself. When someone has been conditioned into a specific identity, especially one tied to loyalty, survival, or purpose, moments of self-doubt or vulnerability feel dangerous. Kovu has spent his whole life being told who he is. He's Scar's heir, he's a warrior, he's the one who will kill Simba. His entire sense of self has been constructed around that role. So what happens when he starts to feel something different? Well, his conditioning fights back, fights for survival. This is called cognitive dissonance, the tension between two conflicting beliefs. Imagine it like a tug of war. Kovu wants to be with Kiara, we can definitely see that, but that contradicts everything he's been taught. His mind is caught between his old identity, Zira's Kovu, and his emerging identity, his true self, free from her influence. And because the old identity is what he's always known, he retreats into what feels safe. This is something we see in real life with people leaving cults, abusive relationships, rigid belief systems, even certain religions. When they start to feel genuine change, the mind freaks out and pulls them back into what is familiar, even if it's harmful. And that's where Rafiki comes in. Rafiki appears at the perfect moment.